Oh, excuse me. I was just vaping on my Bluetooth speaker. YouTube, what is up? That's right. You did not mishear. I was vaping on my YouTube, or my YouTube, on my Bluetooth speaker. Wismec Active, guys. All right, when I picked this up the other day, I thought, wow, this thing is the biggest fucking gimmick I've ever seen in my life. When I picked it up, I was like, you know what, I'm going to do this for you guys. I really did. I said, I'm going to do this for my YouTube channel, for all 2 of my subscribers out there. And I got it, and I actually like it. I actually like it a lot. Internal battery. Yeah, and it's a Bluetooth speaker and a vape mod. Waterproof, dustproof, the whole 9 yards, gang. So yeah, when I picked this up, I was shocked. I was shocked. But I'll stop rambling. We'll get down, get up close and personal. Then we'll come back up top, talk about it. All right, YouTube. Here's the Wismec Active. The color you see on the box is the color you get. Supposedly waterproof. It says Wi-Fi, but it's Bluetooth. And music. So, yeah. Inside it says, man, I don't even know if I can read that. Avatar controls. So, yeah. Anyway. So, the outside the box is very nice. Shows a nice little mountain climber. He's going to climb up there and then realize, oh shit, I need to hit my vape, and he'll take a big old puff, and life's good on top of the mountain, you know? Anyway, so on the side, we have our scratch and sniff, and that is about it on the outside. On the back, it says you have, this is the standard, not the kit, so you have one Wismec Active, one QC USB cable, a hook, and a user manual. So yeah, pretty basic. Not much, it's a nice box, but not much going on the inside. Opening it up, here is our Wismec Active. Put that aside for now. Underneath, we have our user manual. Yep, and it's not even a manual, it's more of a pamphlet that unfolds to about 190 languages. And then inside this little goodie box, you have the most basic USB cable provided demand. And you have your hook. And that hook, you just snap it on the corner up here. Pretty basic D-ring, as we like to call them in the old military. Got your little D-ring there. Hook it on there. And yeah, you're good to go. So, the Wismec Active. Alright, we're looking at an internal battery, as I mentioned earlier. You charge it through this little USB port on here. Now, as far as flaws in the device, I feel like this is a big flaw right here. And the reason being is they advertise how this is waterproof, dust resistant, blah, blah, blah. Now, one day, if you use this enough, that is going to break off. I'm sorry. That's just going to tear off. And that's going to be a problem. Now, granted, if you're not looking to scuba dive with this damn thing, you're probably good. But, you know, come on, Wismec. Give us a little bit more there. I mean, you can tell that's pretty dinky. And it's hard to seal when you go to seal. It's not like, you know, it's not like trigonometry or anything. But it's hard to seal, man. It's hard to do. So that's the one flaw I have in the device. I do not like that. I feel that's going to tear off one day. You're going to lose this and everything else. I would not dunk this underwater simply because, well, you can even see right there. It's going in, but it takes about 5 pushes to get that thing seated anyway, let alone when it starts wearing out. And that is how you charge your device. So, yeah, kind of a con, I think, there. I'm not a big fan of that. However, the device is very well made. It's very sturdy. It fits comfortably in the hand. So that's a big pro. But anyway, we'll get into pros and cons here in a minute. So up top, you got your place for your D-ring. A big, solid 510 connector up top. No problems there. One side is going to be your Bluetooth control. The other side is your actual mod control. So keep that in mind. So to turn this bad boy on, 5 clicks, it comes straight on. Okay, up and down, controls your wattage. Very simply, 3 clicks. You can go to bypass, temperature Ni, temperature titanium, temperature stainless steel, your memories, and back to wattage. Okay, now when I hold both buttons down, your keys are locked. So that way, whenever you're pushing on this thing, they're not going to go. However, you can still fire it. Also, it does fire while you're charging it as well, which is kind of a big pro for an internal battery. That's kind of a big deal because you don't want to be out of the vape game while you're getting your charge on. So 2 clicks again. Key unlock. Then if you click the down button and fire, stealth off. So now whenever you go to fire, you click it again, stealth on. Simply, it times out more is how that stealth works. It times out quicker. So it'll go, while you're firing it, it'll light up, but then it'll go away really quickly. The other side, you can reset your puff counter. Okay, so pretty simple, pretty basic. Not the newer Wismec board. It's the older board. I don't even want to say it's the older board. It's just a different board. I feel like it's on their older devices. I don't want to be quoted saying that, but yeah, very standard, very basic, no big deal. So now for the fun part. Well, before we do that, let's pop an atomizer on here. Do the Witofo Flow Pro, looking at 25 millimeters. Screwing that on. You can tell there is every slight overhang because the curvature of this mod. So anything much over 25 millimeters, you're going to have overhang on this front lip. Everywhere else, well, even on the back one, if you go much over 26, you're going to be hanging off the back here because it's kind of rounded at the top. So just keep that in mind. 25 millimeters fit beautifully. 24 millimeters fit beautifully. No problems at all. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to try and sync this to my other phone on camera here, so you guys can kind of have an idea of how this works. So first I'm going to go into settings, make sure my Bluetooth on. As you can, I don't know if you can see that. You can see we are scanning for devices. Okay, now on the mod, you simply will hold down this power button.
Bluetooth mode.
Now when it says Bluetooth mode, that means other devices will be able to find it.
Bluetooth connected successfully.
Well, stand by. It's connecting to my other phone, which is on.
Disconnected. Bluetooth connecting. Please wait. Bluetooth mode.
Alright, we are now in Bluetooth mode. Sorry, it was connected to my other phone there, but that's alright. The show's going to go on. So, now we just have to wait for the phone to find it.
Bluetooth connecting. Please wait.
And as you can see, it just came up. I had to get out of it and go back for some reason. I'm not a big Apple. This is a work phone, but I wanted to use this phone to show you because a lot of people have Apple. So we'll simply connect to Wismec Active.
Bluetooth connected successfully.
And as you can hear, it is connected successfully. So now we can simply play Open up Pandora.
Hey, it's Aaron from AWOL Nation. Thanks for tuning in to AWOL Nation Radio.
And as you can see, it is now connected. So, now if you want to adjust the volume, simply hold down the button or up and down. You heard that beep? That means you hit your max volume. So same thing if you need to go back down. Alright, so I'm going to turn it down just so you can get it. If you want to fast forward, it's simply one click and it'll go to your next song or whatnot. If you're through your own playlist, Pandora, it doesn't recognize it for some reason. So, yeah, that is basically that's the gist of connecting the Bluetooth speaker. Very good speaker, very loud, very simple to connect, especially if you can get your phone to cooperate. Unlike mine, I have it connected to 2 different phones now, but whatever. So, let's go back up top, have a vape on it, talk about it, and we'll wrap this video up. Okay, that is the Wismec Active. Alright, I can't remember if I mentioned this or not, but anyway, it's 80 watts with a 2100 mAh battery and internal battery. I don't think I even mentioned that up close, but anyway, well, as long as I get it covered, who gives a shit, right? So yeah, 2100 mAh battery, and when I picked this up, I thought that would be a huge con. However, when you start thinking about, well, there's 2 things here, all right? Bear with me. When you start thinking about what this mod is designed for, this is for your fisherman out there on the boat. This is for your hiker who goes hiking and needs a nicotine hit. This is for your pool lounger, people who lounge by the pool, which is one of the reasons I will probably end up keeping this mod, is because we have dropped 2 of our mods in my pool this year. So yeah, this one's supposedly waterproof. It's dust proof, the whole 9 yards, drop proof. So it's built like a tank, and that's cool. But the speaker's also good, and I actually have a Bluetooth speaker, outside by the pool, and then we take our mods out there. Well, this way I can just cut all the clutter, just take a mod and a speaker. So you got to remember that's who it's built for. Now, the 2100 mAh battery, it lasts. It really does. And when I originally thought whenever you played that Bluetooth speaker over this, it would just suck the power, especially 2100. It's not a lot of mAh. But for some reason, they have figured out how to make it work. It lasts pretty good. It goes quite a while with that 2100 mAh battery. So I've been really impressed with this mod. Like I said, when I bought it, I thought, what a stupid ass gimmick. Worse than lights even on a mod. I thought, wow, that's wild. But it's grown on me. I mean, you got the D-ring clip, so you can clip it on your pack or your ruck or whatever you need. And it lasts. Now, like I said, you're not going to get a full day out of this. It's not a dual 18650 mod. Even though it feels like a dual 18650 mod, it kind of reminds me of when I'm hanging on to Vupu Drag. It kind of has those edges on there. Of course, this is a lot softer because it's rubber on the outside. But yeah, it reminds me a little bit of the Vupu Drag when I'm holding it. So it does feel like a dual 18650. But you got to remember, you're getting the speaker and everything else with it. So, man, if you're out there looking to go hiking or go fishing and you're worried about ruining your other mod or now it's just beeping at me. I guess it disconnected. Anyway, yeah, if you're worried about, messing up a normal mod, this would be the mod for you. It's good. And like I said, it gives me a good half-day use with that 2100 mAh battery. And I will say I get a lot further on this than I have any other internal battery mod. Now, I could just be crazy. I don't know. But anyway, I'll stop rambling. That's kind of who the target audience is to, so keep that in mind. And it does only go up to 80 watts. So if you're looking for the big cloud chasers on the Cloud Beast at 160 bajillion watts, you're not going to get it. It goes to 80 watts, and I do believe it's a good 80 watts. I don't have anything to test the accuracy or whatnot, but it does go to the full 80 watts from my vaping experience. Now, real quick, pros and cons. Obviously, pros is if you need a Bluetooth speaker, you got it. And it's easy to sync, it's easy to use, easy to set up. Pretty much anybody should be able to sync up the speaker. Other pros is it's built like a tank. Yeah, I mean, this thing could take a beating, and I can tell that already. It just the rubber coating alone, it feels very good. It's very sturdy in the hands, and the speaker sides, they don't flex or anything like that. Other pros is the ease of just the menu. I mean, the menu system. It seems like they went back to basics. So, other than that, price point, it came to about $60. So, and that's without the kit. I didn't get the one with the tank because I've never really been impressed with Wismec tanks. Of course, they're getting better. These new mesh coil tanks are all pretty amazing now. So, yeah, cons. I do have a couple cons on this. One. You're looking at, man, I'm going to say that's about as big an atomizer as you're going to get on there. That 25 millimeters is about as big as you're going to get. Had to take a vape break. See what I did there? Anyway, other cons. The worst con of it is this door flap, the little charging flap. Guys, that's going to be a problem. I can already tell it's going to be a problem, which if that breaks or becomes a problem, because the only way to charge this is through that micro USB port, which is 1 amp charging, I believe, by the way. But yeah, that's the only way to charge it, and that door is going to tear off. I don't care. It may take a month, it may take a couple months, but eventually that door is going to fall off, and if you lose that door, you're messing up a lot of integrity to your mod here. Now, granted, it would probably still be drop proof and everything, but it's definitely not going to be waterproof and probably not dust proof if that door's open. So keep that in mind. That's a big con. I don't like that. I've been babying it, hoping that I won't tear it off. But eventually that door is just going to start flopping out and everything else. And so I don't like that. I wish they would have given something like the Aegis Legend that locks into place. I wish they had something that locked into place with O-rings, or just made that a little beefier. I mean, rubber's always going to give way, but something a little beefier. But that thing just kind of press fits in there. It's rubber fitting in rubber. There's no press fit or any. I don't know. It's weird. But anyway, yeah, I don't like that. So other than that, is another con may be the 2100 mAh battery. If you're going on a long hike or you're doing a long swim day, you're going to have to find a way to charge this thing if you're a heavy vapor such as myself. I breathe more vapor than oxygen these days, and that 2100 mAh, it gets me through to about half a day. But guys, that's it. I mean, that really is it. You're not going to get much more than half a day out of this thing. Even if you're an average vapor, you're probably not going to get much more than half a day. So 2100 mAh battery, I'd love to see something bigger, or find an external battery. Or here's a cool idea. Put one internal and then put the one external battery, so you always have a battery. I may have just invented something there. We'll call it the dual battery, or the dual voltage. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, that 2100 mAh battery could be a big con. That's about it on the cons, gang. The size, the battery, and that door. Those are all the cons I could really think of. So everything else, I will say this: it hits fast, it hits hard. I've actually really enjoyed vaping on it. I don't know what board they use this around. Oh, that's another con. It doesn't show your battery percentage, and I feel like with the internal battery, that's kind of important because those bars are never accurate. You know what I'm saying? When they show your battery level on the bar. But anyway, yeah, I don't know what board they're using on this, and If I had to guess, it's one of their older boards that's maybe been updated because the display looks the same. I know I've seen that board somewhere. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. But overall, yeah, I've really enjoyed it, man. I've actually really enjoyed this mob. When I picked it up, I thought, what a big fucking gimmick. Overall, I've really enjoyed it. So, it's definitely a niche. If you're needing to fill that niche, camping, fishing, hanging out by the pool, you want a speaker to go with it, you want to cut down, don't have to carry a mod and your speaker. You get an all-in-one active deal here. Pretty cool. I got to give Wismec credit. I think the version 2 will be pretty spot on. So that is the Wismec Active. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you really like this video, hit the subscribe button. But whatever you do, get out and support those first responders and, of course, kiss a veteran. All right. This is Matt with Vape Break. Peace.